everyone, I'm Evan O'Neill.
And I'm TJ Wasiuk.
And welcome to Two Guys Small Talk.
Seconds and I'm peeking, but I'm stuck in the chair like Steven. Two guys and a few good men, new to the game, but I fit right in. Boy, you outdated. Your mama should have hesitated and debated why created if it's hated and traded like I waited and waited, but never elaborated.
Today is episode 14, titled America. In today's episode, we'll be discussing Germany's new law suing Facebook, as well as America, patriotism, and the future.
With us today is Paul Webb. He is an American airman.
Now, without further ado, here's episode 14.
Hey everybody, I'm Evan O'Neill.
Hey, I'm TJ Wasiuk, and we are now live with Paul Webb. What's up, Paul?
What's going on, guys? My name's Paul Webb, and I serve in the active duty Air Force, and I previously was active duty with Evan. We came in 2009, keeping it real. That's where we met, tech school. I went guard for about 10 years, and now I'm back active, just keeping it real. And I've known Evan for a while. We used to be those guys that used to kick down your door in the dorms and let's go party. We were kind of wild back in the day. A lot of people didn't like
me. Paul enabled my ADHD behavior.
This was in Japan, right?
No, this was here in San Angelo, Texas.
Oh, San Angelo.
Sure was, man. I was the mouth of the South.
Man, all right, so I was like 18, 19 years old. I meet Paul. Paul's an older guy, so of course he's attractive to me. I need a daddy. I need to latch on to somebody. And Paul is like, hey, yo, let's go fuck with people. And I'm like,
God, it's like 24 that's totally immature at the time.
It was the best. It was the best kind of like friendship, man. It was, it's man.
I feel bad. I feel bad.
Those
for some of the
shitty
people.
days go by.
I feel bad because there's that guy Fogarty, and if you're watching, I'm sorry. I used to get dirty shoes and like put him in his bed and sleep in his bed until he would come home and fight him to not let him in his bed at night. Like I was that guy.
Oh man, I remember feeling wild because I stole a shopping cart.
Oh my God.
Do you remember how I'd steal people's hoodies? I would find hoodies that people would leave out, and I would just go through the laundry and steal people's hoodies I liked.
Would you wear them?
Yes, and they were like 3 sizes too big, but I liked the design on them, so I would just steal them.
Did anyone ever point it out? Hey, that's my hoodie.
Yeah, a few people did. I'm like, nah, bro, I bought this last week, bro. And one guy caught me because it had his initials in it on the tag, and I didn't realize it. So he got me on that one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So now you're stationed in Tucson?
It was college.
Yeah, I'm at Davis Monthan, the good old boneyard. I'm stationed out here with me and my wife and my little girl. So.
And you're a recruiter out there? Is that your job?
No, I do what they call a command post. I work in the command post, and it's kind of like a big phone system for the commander. And I write a desk. I'm a desk writer. So.
Okay.
He's good.
You got a cushy job.
Good. He's got it.
Yeah.
Good. He's got it made. Okay. Not downplaying it at all, dude. I'm praising that shit. If you can get by, baby, get by.
And they showing me my gameplay, boy.
Man, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of Paul. Paul's got it made right now. He's enjoying life.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good life. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, my friend.
Yeah.
Definitely blessed.
What's up, son? You got to, man. All right, so Paul, now's the time we got to move into some personal questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a baby out there, so I know you done had the sex at least once. How many times have you had sex?
Well, lifetime probably like 2,000. My wife at least a good 5.
Hey.
No, we hop on the good foot and do the bad thing. I'm telling you.
Know that.
Hey, Paul, do you have any tattoos?
I actually have 2. I'm actually working on I'm going to work on a sleeve this month. But right now, I currently have. You remember those Revlon lip ads? They used to like be in the Cosmo magazine or whatever. The lip imprints.
Oh, the lip imprints, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2. I've got one on my left butt cheek and one on the right butt cheek.
Seriously? That's awesome.
On the Bible, yes, I do.
Damn.
That's amazing, dude. I didn't know that about you. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
When'd you get that?
Show.
Wild guy, dude.
I was like 20 or 21. I got drunk and thought it was a good idea. Like it was one of those nights.
See, I've always known you as being older than me, a good distance older than me. So trying to imagine you at 20 and 21, you were probably fucking up, dude.
Dude, I was a wild man. Although at that time, dude, I was working 2 jobs and I was like a senior in college, so I was finishing up. So I was very responsible, but I'd let loose on the weekends.
So before you were in the Air Force, what did you do? What was your 2 jobs?
I was working 2 different colleges as a lifeguard because they made pretty decent money and I could kind of make my own schedule, so it worked with my night school and stuff.
Were you in swim?
No, I was never a swimmer. I taught swim lessons to kids and old people, but no, I was never a swimmer.
Okay, because you always seemed, just looking at your photos, I was creeping on you. It looked like you're always in shape, like hella ripped.
Yeah.
I'm just like a gym rat, man. I love working out, so I love it.
It's like your stress reliever, whatnot.
Yeah, it is. And like I recently, because of family issues and stuff, I actually totally quit drinking. So like it's just working out and hanging out with my kid, man. That's just like my stress relievers.
I feel that, dude. That's you heard it first here, fellas. Get your fucking shit together. I'm letting loose because it's 4th of July. But,
no condemnation. Hey, you guys do what you do, Playboy.
Yeah,
just be responsible. Get you a DD.
Exactly. That's why they have Lyft and Uber out here now. Use that.
Yeah, we have a thing on base. It's called AADD, and I volunteer for it some, where you can you post a time like on Friday or Saturday night, and you work from a span of about 8 hours from like 10 p.m. to about 8 a.m. and you go pick up people that's on the base, or whether they be officers or enlisted, and you give them a free ride back to their apartment or whatever. And it's a really good program. You get to help out a lot of people, and you get to meet a lot of cool people too.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I want to see like.
That's how you get in those pockets, bruh.
40% of my
people's, bruh. Because I remember being drunk as shit in the military and being like, "Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks for getting me home because I am fucking wrecked." Like, God damn, dude. Here's my card or here's my number. Come holler at me, dude. I remember that shit.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't change. That's a great community.
You definitely.
How you get involved. People taking care of people.
You definitely meet a lot of different people. I want to say about 40% of the people that I get whenever I do Lyft are pretty cool. This one guy last Friday, he moved here from Pakistan. He was a journalist out there. He met his wife out there. They got married, I think, back here or something, he was saying. But he has his master's.
Oh, wow.
And he's working at a gas station right now and doing Lyft.
Wow.
So he's trying to get his feet in the door with journalism out here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, TJ.
That's an interesting market.
Yeah.
We got something going on with what's going on with Facebook, dude?
Yes.
What's going on with Facebook? Tell me about that.
Germany's having some issues. I guess the whole EU is having issues with Facebook and Twitter and all that right now.
Dude. It's probably just, it might be lag.
When you pause the video, put a dick right here, like near my face, like draw like a dick.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So the official title of that law is the Network Enforcement Act. It was passed on Friday. It goes in effect in October. Basically, what it entails.
I'm laughing at it, dude. I can't believe it. I can't believe the name of it. The Network Enforcement
It
Act.
entails Facebook, Twitter, and other social media. Companies can face up to a 50 million euro fine if they don't respond within the first 24 hours. They get a $5 million fine, and it just keeps on progressing.
Oh, God bless.
So they have to be like on it anytime there's like an issue with hate speech.
But what I read, the things that I could glean off the articles I read, there was no boundaries of what is hate speech or what is offensive. Like there was no boundaries on that one. And two, like if you've read the book 1984, I mean it was just that all over again. It was like it's like following the blueprint. It's like, well, if you're gonna have these rules in place, you need to tell people what's offensive, what you don't like. I mean, it was like almost they designed it where if they don't like you or they don't like anything you're saying, done.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe it. We're melting. We are accepting censorship.
But
We're
why?
accepting suppression of thought right now. And we're punishing it. We're making money off of it. We're you know why, dude. You know why? Because everybody's got to be on board. Nobody can be different. Everybody benefits if everybody benefits. Everybody's got to play along.
We gotta be part of the
I
hive.
don't know.
And-
I just
And
It's
it's
just,
like
to
one of those
me-
things I think about, and I'm like, liberty is just so much more important to me than, I guess, playing well with others, in my opinion.
I grew up in a
freedom of
time
choice.
in the 80s and 90s, like, hell, if you didn't like something, my dad told you, go get your ass up and change the TV channel, or don't read that story. If something offends you or don't like, what happened to the days of just saying, I don't agree, whatever, but he can have his opinion? Like, what happened to those days that we have to
Because
thought
it's
censor?
not about that anymore, man. It's not about that acceptance anymore. It's
Especially
not
on the
about
internet. You just
acceptance.
click,
It's about
close window.
suppression now. It's not the
But
same.
it's a slippery slope, because if you start down that slope, where does it end?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man, I get upset. This kind of shit bums me out that this is happening, and it's like,
And the scary thing is, America.
if you reject it, you're misconstrued, dude.
Well, we tried it in America a few times, and it didn't pass over the last, like, I think 12 years that I've seen. And it was basically they wanted to censor people who didn't think like them or act like them. And it's kind of like, wait a minute, with free speech, like, even hate speech in our country is 100% protected as long as it doesn't incite violence or riots. And I don't understand where we're scared of opinions. Like, oh God, I'm scared of what you think. Like, who cares, man? Like, yeah, it's bad. It's so bad.
It just brings me to the incidents that have been happening around Berkeley with those alt-right is trying to have their discussion about their side, give it their side in the discussion. Which, granted, it may not be the right side, but at least have them have their opinion, have the left, respond, have a discussion, and not a riot over it. At least have them talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Guys, check this out. In Louisiana, over the last couple of months, we've been trying to pass House Bill 269, which allows for freedom of expression and free speech on public areas of campuses, of secondary learning education college campuses, right?
Yeah.
This bill is to protect that and to allow schools to fine individuals who they deem as physically interfering with protest or freedom of speech if that individual goes to the school or anything like that, or is a member, faculty, whatever, to be able to charge them with a fee. And I'm like, all right, okay, that's a little much. That's a little too much control, I feel.
Yeah.
Because then they get to pick and choose what upsets them. But it got rejected by our governor. So over the last couple of months, it's been reworded a couple of times, so that way eventually it passed with like 0 nays, zero no votes, and then Governor John Bell Edwards vetoed it the other day on the 26th. Said no, and I'm like, it was already 95 zip.
Yeah.
Like obviously your legislature, your
the people around you want it.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Certain times I feel like moving away from Orwellianism, and then certain times you see stuff and you're like with Germany, and you're like, whoa, like, you guys not read history books? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's no different than the Nazis did. They started censoring all speech they didn't like. And what's to stop any of that? It's kind of like, excuse me, I just don't understand this idea that we're so offended by ideas. I mean, that's almost like if we three of us had a company and we were an engineering company, and you two had an idea, and then I had an idea that helped y'all's idea, made it even better, and y'all are like, nope, not happening. We're gonna go with art. And it's like, but that's what makes you great. That's what makes everything great. Inventions, everything.
Okay,
It's kind of like,
I'm going to use this to segue into my little rant that I've got about America and patriotism and what it means to be a patriot. My heart, sorry, this side. My heart. I'm looking at the camera. It's fucking me up. My heart, I love this country. I understand that we have regime changes, that we have social movements, but I still think that we have binding constitutions. I think that we have binding values. Some of those are being shaken or at least bent, and maybe to restructure the whole foundation better. But I feel like we have values that are shifting and changing. And you have to realize that our country has the success and the possibilities that it has because of the work that our forefathers have done for us. You know, the true genius, the almost divine type of theory that went behind our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our foundation, our forefathers, you know, men who were guided and truly wanted a successful country. So just remember that. It's you're going to be watching this on July 4th. Just think about that. Think about how it's worth being loyal to what we've had going on, to the true things that have made this country work, the bare bones of it. The politics aside, politics, those will always change. That's okay. We're a growing beast, but we still got to have a skeletal structure. So remember to keep that structure strong.
oh, 100%. Yeah, you gotta have that skeleton structure. But
Patriotism.
I think
Evan O'Neill.
sometimes patriotism can. I think sometimes it can get blind without asking questions. And when I think of patriotism, I think of open discussion, but I also think of like one of my favorite politicians, Ron Paul. You got to ask why. You can't rush into anything and just start waving the flag. And I love the flag. I'll give my life for the flag if I have to at some point. I do it for you and Evan. And I served with you, and I think that, there's a famous picture that shows at a Nuremberg rally, and it shows everybody giving the Heil Hitler, and it shows the one guy, and he's like, and it may even be a fake picture. I mean, he's like looking around, and we need to be that guy. Like, we need to ask questions like, well, before we go run in somewhere, let's ask the strong questions. Let's ask about, is this another nation-building attempt, or are we going to go in there and make a situation worse and create a power vacuum and have stuff like ISIS? You need to ask yourself this kind of stuff. Like, let's hold on the flag waving for just a minute and ask a few crucial questions that I think a lot of people, especially that haven't been in the military, I find more often, they don't ask. They're just like, rah, 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 let's do it.
You know what? I think we need to focus on discussion more than education at this point. And that's going to sound weird, but what I mean is stop telling people what to think, but tell people how it is. Yeah. Tell people how to think, how to do their own research. Tell them how it is. Tell them how to find how it is. And then let those moral judgments come second. Like, accept information for as it is, and then be able to draw your own bias.
But we live in a country that anymore, there's no reason, like, if you were growing up in the 80s and 90s and you had a discussion with somebody, you could get away with being ignorant because you couldn't Google fact check it in 3 seconds.
Not at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Now,
you fool people.
Yeah.
You have all this knowledge, just like when I argue with my dad, I love my dad, but I'm like, the drug war is a joke. We need to do what Portugal's doing. We can't do that. There'd be crime in the streets. And I'm like, what do we have now? Like,
what was Portugal doing, dude?
Yeah, like
they freaked up. They freaked up. That's right.
Oh well, my dad's really cool because I showed him all these articles on Portugal, and my dad's like, well, damn, that actually makes a lot more sense. And I'm like, yeah, and and he was like, I was like, why are we locking up all these nonviolent people and paying for them 7 times over? It doesn't make sense. Like, I would rather, if you got caught with 2,000 pounds of cocaine in your car, pay a $2,000 fine and be able to work.
Yeah.
And There's just ideas that I have that I'm just like, well, if something doesn't work, the idea of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and hoping you have better, better results.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It's like walking on a treadmill and eating 5 candy bars and saying, I'm burning them calories. It's not going to work. And I just think there's a better way to do everything.
Man, I love you.
I like a little
flub. Dude, I think this. All right, so, is our president a Russian?
Is he a Russian? No.
Is our president a Russian?
No.
Why is even being a Russian a bad thing? First off.
Well, the funny thing is nobody wants to talk about Hillary Clinton selling 20% uranium to Russia, or all these other people meeting with all these other people. It's like, well, hold up a minute. Let's look at this situation, and we get it. I don't like Fox News and I don't like CNN, but it's funny because you'll see CNN and it's like you might as well call it the Trump News Network. All they do is we're gonna find a link if we say it loud enough and long enough, like Hitler said. It's got to be true. People are gonna believe it.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like
they're forcing an idea.
Well, yeah, you read the New York Times and all their stories about that. They say at the bottom of the story so they don't get sued. Anonymous sources. We don't have clear-cut sources. We don't have the documentation. It's like, then why are you peddling a fake story? It's a snake salesman, a snake oil salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Because, dude, they're trying. You got to sway the voters. You got to make the voters think.
Did that work? Did that work the last year that they tried to do that? Let's be honest. If they would have run and I don't like Bernie Sanders, so I think the guy Bernie Sanders is like your old grandpa at the family reunion that's drunk. That's just like, come on, let's do it. And you're like, no, you don't need to have another beer. And he's like, no, we're having another beer and we're talking. And you're like, well, if they'd have ran him, maybe they'd have won. I don't know, Or there was another senator that was very middle of the road. He was a Democrat. I actually liked the guy. And they blasted the guy like he was a moron, and he was like, "No, I think we need to look at this, and we can reform this, and maybe look at that." And they just blasted him like he's
Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine, the guy who eventually became Hillary's running mate.
No, it was a different guy.
I thought Bernie was.
He was a little.
No, it was the guy who ran against Hillary and Bernie. What a joke!
I wanted to say he was the fourth guy that ran. I want to say. And I'm probably having a total brain fart. I want to say his last name was Webb, but maybe it wasn't. But he was a very just easygoing guy.
Last name.
And it is. It makes a lot of women wet.
E-B-B.
But it's just sad to see that type of journalism because that's what my degree's in is radio, TV, radio, and broadcast.
Damn.
And it's kind of like, man, you can't it's a reality news network. It's not even real news, and Fox is getting that way. And it's kind of like, well, what do we do now? We just go to the Drudge Reports for
Fox
everything? That's kind of what I do.
Fox is a sinking ship. They're going under.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are searching for independent sources
CNN
now.
You're going to see.
Well, that's why the Drudge Report is so big.
Or Fox people, and you're going to see independent news sources grow.
A lot of people are going to
MTV can make a comeback.
A lot of people are going to Vice. A lot of people are going to granted, Phil DeFranco, he's small, but he's not really a big news source.
Yeah.
There's the Turks, the Young Turks. People look at them. A lot of YouTube internet celebrities are now the news source for most people. I feel.
Don't get your news from Salon.
But
the Young Turks are a little too one-sided.
Oh no,
I wish they were more like.
I'm not saying they're a source. I'm just saying that a lot of people are going.
Yeah, dude. But you got to look at it. All right, is the information source that you're gathering from? Where are they getting their money? Mm-hmm. Are they crowdfunded? Yeah. Are they being paid?
Which of the 4 companies are they owned by?
Yeah,
are they Time Warner?
So true.
Comcast?
Does Soros play a hand in any of that funding?
Yeah.
That's why I guess I go more to the Drudge Report when I'm looking at stuff, just because it's boring articles, but it's pretty straightforward about this is what the deal is. I don't know if y'all like them.
I don't know what the Drudge Report is.
What was that article the other day? Was it the Western Star or the Daily Westerner? We saw a report from the Daily Westerner.
Are you talking about that one title I showed you?
Yeah, dude, it was about this black couple that attacked a white business owner. She was a female and her daughter, right? But the title was the N-word couple attack white store owners or something like that.
That was the title.
And they used the N-word, and I was like, "Bow, damn."
But what news network was that? Like, was it the Western Star with news, like an
It was
independent
like
news
the
thing?
Daily
Yeah.
Westerner. Yeah, it was super independent, dude.
But they didn't,
Yeah, it sounds like it.
but they didn't
And,
use
but
that
they
word
could
at all.
They could actually afford a Facebook comment section at the bottom of the page. And I'm like, yo, this has got some production value. And the first person that commented said, the N-word, really, y'all? And man, the Daily Westerner, the reporter or editor, whoever was on that page, replied with, calling a spade is the First Amendment. And I was like,
I mean, I guess you have the right to say that. I just not very genuinely, I don't approve of it at all. But it's kind of like, that, you could.
You got some wild ideas out there, man. You got some wild, hard ideas. Some people saying stuff that everybody knows you shouldn't say.
Well, I mean, all you could have said is, a kid and the mom got attacked by this couple.
They wanted to
whatever,
start something, I
without
feel,
creating
with that title.
creating a narrative like you see all the time. They're saying, oh, well, a white guy shot this other guy, and it's like, no, he's Hispanic. And then you'll see an article,
dude! I was in
you'll see later in the
NPR
article, he's a white Hispanic. I'm like, no, he's just Hispanic.
All right,
Like, I really, this is what I would like to see is for entertainment value. When a rando Caucasian guy does something, I want to say, like, I want them to dig up, like, go to 23.com and say, a Polish American shot this. I want to see, like, some more creativity.
TJ's Polish, dude. TJ's Polish.
Well, no offense, or like a Western Ukrainian, or like this white Kazakhstanian man. Like, I want to see like some more creativity.
Yes.
If you guys start putting the word fucking Irish in your headlines, I'm coming after you. All right? You start stereotyping me like that. I had a supervisor call me a Mick once.
No.
And I'm like, it pissed me off.
No,
Like,
really?
how you fucking- yeah, dude. I'm not going to say where it was because I don't want to denigrate anybody, but it wasn't an appropriate situation to be calling me a Mick.
When I worked at the Social Security Administration, I had this guy come in, and he looked, and he goes, "You gotta get that guy, that Polak over there," and he starts yelling, and I'm like, "Whoa!"
Polak.
Yeah,
Is that a way of saying that ethnic Jew over there?
What is this, the
like,
60s?
is it the 1950s?
Yeah,
I
the
don't know,
50s.
Like, okay.
Holy shit. Who says
Like,
that?
I started laughing. I couldn't help it. You know me. I was just like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, I said it. That Polak." And I'm like, "Well, do you know he's Polish in ethnicity?" He's like, "No, but he looks like it. He's got that hook nose." And I'm like, "Dude, bro, like, calm down, man." Like, it was pretty funny, but
He looks like a rat.
he's got those beady little eyes that are real close together.
He has that red
Yeah,
nose. He's an alcoholic.
That's just insane, man.
Put
On
a
a weird
disclaimer on the
note,
bottom of the screen right now. We're sorry to all Polacks.
I'm sorry. Like, I was
Hey.
telling a story. I don't
I'm
feel that way. I
present,
don't use
so
that
it's
language.
I don't think it really offends Polish people anymore.
Probably not. No.
You know, it's
Why would it?
it's
right?
not that hard of a. Oh, guess you're in trouble now.
No, my kid was yelling. My kid
Oh,
was
stop being racist in there.
Stop being racist. I guess moving on for a different subject. Evan, you watched some movies recently?
Man, all right. So, what did I watch recently? I watched John Wick 2.
For the
All
Hey,
right.
you
first
good? Oh, that was good. That was really good.
All right. You know what? I like John Wick 1 better.
Why is that?
Yes, I do too.
More story. There was more story.
This one's
John
more
Wick 2.
action based.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's kind of, you know what? If you look at the other Keanu Reeves movies, like The Matrix,
Yeah.
you look at that stuff, and really, the sequels are nerd service.
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, I want to see some more crazy shit. So that's okay. I can accept it. I'm not going to say it was a bad movie.
It was a good shoot 'em up,
Yeah.
bang bang, just not much
Definitely.
storyline.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Throwback to the '80s.
Yeah.
Very
Have you seen anything
Definite
recently,
throwback.
Paul?
Let's see. I haven't watched anything major. Like I said, I haven't seen. I think the last movie I saw was like Central Intelligent with the Rock and.
Oh, the comedy.
Damn, I wanted to see it. I was hyped up for
was
it.
funny.
And I never see it.
I haven't watched anything major. I've mainly been watching. You're gonna laugh. I've been redoing the seasons of Impractical Jokers, and I've been doing. Don't laugh. The TV show, the cop show in the '80s, Hunter, and I've been killing Miami Vice. I love Miami
All right.
Vice.
Ooh.
All right. So
Going
let me
back
tell
to
you
the
this. Paul sends
Yeah.
me Snapchats of like the most lit scenes from Miami
80s. Hell
Vice.
yeah.
I mean, I get these Snapchats from Paul, and it's like it's just something stupid happening in some TV show.
Like it'll be a guy
Hilarious.
climbing up a ladder, and he jumps down and tackles two guys that have a gun, and I'm like, sneak attack from above, and you see him like come down and like take out two dudes.
Woo! Paul's the best, man. He really just ought to do a couple of videos of like this week with Paul on TV and something, and it's just like you gathering video clips and then talking over it and be like, look at this stupid shit.
I watched some ratchet like '80s shows, and I love them, dude. I'm not a reality
fun.
TV fan, so that's why. But
They're goofy, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
But,
take away from
but,
reality for a minute.
I watched
All right.
a movie. I watched yesterday Baby Driver, which is actually surprisingly really good. I don't know if
check
you
it
guys
out.
heard about that movie. It's with Jamie Foxx, John Hamm,
Paul Blart.
no, not Paul Blart. What's his name? The guy from why am I drawing a blank right now?
Yeah.
Tony Gunk? Is it Tony Gunk?
No, the politician TV show on Netflix.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio! Oh, you talking about House of Cards?
Yeah,
Like,
who's that
House
main
of
character in that
Cards?
again?
Kevin Spacey.
Uh,
Kevin Spacey,
Yeah,
thank you.
Spacey.
He's in it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And this new kid is the main character. Background story, he got in an accident with his parents, so he has a constant thumping in his ear. His parents are dead. He always has to constantly listen to music. So throughout the movie, it's driven
Oh
by...
shit! I have seen that. I didn't know it was called Baby Driver.
Yeah, it's weird. It's made by the guy that made Shaun of the Dead, that same director.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I saw somebody say he did good. He was in his
Yeah, quick
element.
shout out. A good show. If you haven't seen it, it's sad, but it makes you really think about how you treat others. Is a Netflix original called 13 Reasons is really a good watch. It's sad, but it's good.
Suicide one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad. I watched it.
Also, if
Evan's
you go back
leaving.
and rewatch, get ready to go back and rewatch Stranger Things because the new season comes on October. So that's
I'm excited for that, actually. I really enjoyed that. Evan's really
the
ashamed,
reason.
I guess.
The reason I like 13 Reasons was I've had a lot of friends and known a lot of people that didn't reach out for help, and 13 Reasons is a really
Okay.
good show. It makes you think, how do you treat others, like, and it makes a difference how you
does.
talk to people and just how you, as a human being, you treat other people that need help or may not know they need help, and how you talk to them.
What I don't understand is why people pin it out to be as a suicide show. Like, it's promoting suicide. When I don't see
I didn't
anything
get
in
that
it
at all.
I mean, yeah, it has these scenes that it talks about it, but there's no reason for it to be a pro-suicide TV show.
No, I don't think it had. I know I didn't get that connotation from it. I was like, no, I just think they're wanting people to be more aware of how you treat others, honestly.
And they recently added some more in the beginning of the show, added more warning signs because I guess people were complaining about that they didn't have enough, which I felt like this is only a Netflix show that I've ever seen that had it. Most Netflix shows just go into the program. So I don't know.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, by the way, I don't know, TJ, if you're down to get down. I'm getting tickets to the Impractical Jokers in Phoenix on September 23rd. If you want to saddle up and go to that.
Where is that?
It's some arena or something, some theater there in Phoenix.
Okay, I'll be down.
So
That'd be fun.
yeah, look, I'm gonna come up there that night. So if I come up early or something, maybe I can grab some dinner with you before the show if you don't want it going or whatever.
That'd be cool. Do you know how much tickets they're going for?
Anywhere between 36 and 54.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So, it's not bad at all.
What do you got going on, Evan? You're just staring at us, laughing at us. No?
I like that 5 o'clock shadow you got working there. It's kind of hot. But no, I haven't seen a lot of movies. And I will say one thing about movies, getting back to movies like you were asking. I don't know if you guys have realized it this year, but has not been a lot of great movies that have come out that I'm like, man, I really want to see that. Like
I've been saying that.
It's a down year,
people,
bro.
Tell people 2017 is not lit. We ain't got a lot of big blockbusters out right now. We ain't got a lot of
no original ideas.
No originals, exactly. Very few, rather.
It's like Hollywood the last 2 years is like, we're going to pump out a lot of shit and see what sticks, and we're going to do a lot of remakes that are crappy, and we'll see if that sticks, and then we'll do another remake, and we'll see if people like that, and it's kind of like...
All the idea makers, I feel, are going to Netflix and HBO and,
Hulu,
the TV shows,
and,
Hulu, all those...
Well, it's easier to pitch those ideas and make those investments. It's cheaper, too.
Oh, the way is, but sometimes you'll get gems, like if you've seen that Hulu show, 11/23, it's
11/23/63.
Yeah.
That's
with
it. That's
James
another
Franco.
gem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't even like Franco, but he did a great job in that.
I still need to check that one out.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. That's 100% my fault, but I got into it, and I was very impressed with it for what it was, like a Stephen King novel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I watched the first episode of The Mist. It's on Spike.
No?
No, they spend the first episode making politics.
In the show? Huh. Are you still watching that Maids show? The Sex Maids?
Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to catch up on the last 2 episodes. But it's very good. Very good. Didn't have high expectations, but you know what? Production value was very good. Storytelling and pace are not so bad. It feels dangerous. It feels risky.
Seductive.
Yeah, I feel like if you could possibly watch Man in the High Tower,
I heard about that.
you could watch Handmaid's Tale.
Okay.
Like, if you like that, secret's kind of like spy. I mean, it's not like that. All right, she's basically a prisoner living in this super ultra religious state, and her job is just to be a fertile woman and give birth to children. But it's about her life doing that, and it's dangerous, dude.
Isn't it also back in the day, they had women that were just basically milkmaids, where they just had constant milk for their children? Is that It's not about that show? The Maids?
Okay, this...
I'm sorry. That's
dude, this show is set in like, I don't know, 20 years from now or something.
Oh.
Where there was like a civil war, and part of America has been taken over by this ultra-religious state. The other part of America is, I guess, like a big no man's land, and then there's Mexico. And that's what they focus on. You don't really know a whole lot about what's going on out there in the world. You just see what's going on day to day living in this ultra-religious state. Where
it's kind of like Wayward Pines.
The whole reason for this ultra-religious state coming to power is because women have become infertile.
Okay.
And only like 1 in 5 women are fertile. So there's a need to control the women that are fertile to continue the population.
So it's like the opposite, or no? It's very similar to that one movie that came out
No Children
in 2008. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
Me too.
It's got a beautiful segment in it where they're driving down the road and they get attacked by this bunch of bandits, and they filmed everything in like one shot, and it was just like perfect. And I remember it won an award the year it came out for that scene. I feel like it should have probably gotten an Oscar.
Very similar to that, Birdman. That whole movie was made in one scene. If you
Oh,
believe
wow.
that. Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Wait,
That
wait,
was pretty
wait. You mean
sweet.
they only did one take of everything?
No, the whole movie was in one take, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Like they never turned off the camera?
Yeah.
I need to check out Birdman
Yeah.
then. That's not the movie I thought it was then.
No, it was pretty good.
It's kind
What's up?
okay. Okay. I just thought it was about some dude who used to be a superhero and now he's coming to terms with his shitty life or something.
It is kind of like that in a way, but
But it's a little bit more documentary style now.
not really documentary. It's just shot in one take. It's a drama, definitely.
That's cool. Interesting concept. I won Oscars, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I'm not sure.
It did.
I'm sure it's really good.
It's gotta be good, yeah.
Super male vitality.
Ooh. So you get those globalists off your ass.
Dude, I fucking love Alex Jones. Like, I don't care. I don't care
either.
what he says, but he's out there. He's trying to find the truth.
He makes a lot of money, man. I'm telling you, somebody's watching.
a lot
He's
of
making some
followers.
money, bro.
You know
He
who
really does.
All right, shout out to anybody still listening. And you know who Anthony Fantano is?
Ooh.
Do you know who that is?
No.
I know who Brian Fantana is.
Okay, Anthony Fantano is a very popular YouTube music reviewer. He's just
Oh, okay. Yes, now I do.
just the
Yeah.
guy with glasses, right?
Yeah, I got you.
His opinions really not really reflective of any community.
No.
He was sort of a meme for a while,
Mhm.
but he was talking about like Sargon of Akkad and somebody else I can't remember, but he was wearing like a Project Veritas shirt at the time, and I'm yo, dude, you have so many like liberal followers who don't understand what you're wearing or talking about right here
No
they're
clue.
just like whatever.
I always like to go to new places that are more like hipster, and I
it's
look.
the hyper hipster crowd. Hyper hipster.
Yeah, well, see, I have this shirt. It's a campaign shirt for Reagan Bush '84.
Dude, I saw your picture with your friend.
hell yeah.
That's awesome.
I just walk around. I just walk and just see the looks, the hate I get, just for the hell of it. I don't even care either way. I just think it's funny as shit.
Aw.
Dude, no, know that.
I would love to have that shirt. That's so badass. That's so cool.
So I've been wearing this shirt that I bought from Kroger for $2.50,
Shout out to Kroger.
and it's got it just says "Vote Republican 2016."
Huh. That's pretty cool.
I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a collector's item.
Dude,
I'm
the best one.
I'm gonna wear this in 20 years.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to have like a Dukakis '88 shirt. Like, I think that would be cool as shit. Like, just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
No, I remember growing up, going out to my dad's camp, dude. Whenever we'd go fishing or hunting or something,
Yeah.
there was a sign that somebody had nailed to a tree, and it straight up said "Rock us, Dukakis," like '88 or whatever year, and I was like, "Yo, that's the coolest shit."
I used to see, like, when I was a little kid, like, when Dukakis was running, I remember it. You would see, like, all these Dukakis stickers on, like, Subarus and shit, like Saabs, like, back in the day.
You know what I bet is ultra rare that would be David Duke 92.
That rebel flag.
Oh boy.
Believe it or not, it's hard to find, but you can find it. I've got a picture on my phone. It's a Clinton Gore 92 like pin, and it was a rebel flag. Legitimately, it had Clinton on one side and Gore on the other side. Yeah.
No, you're lying out your ass.
No, I'm telling you, I've got the picture. I'll send it to you.
Some punk made that pin, dude.
I'm telling you, dude. Dude,
That
it was
was
92.
different.
Like, nobody cared. Like, whatever. Like,
Nah, dude, nah. Well, maybe,
bro.
maybe that was like Arkansas, for real.
no, it was Arkansas. That was a governor. It was maybe it was '88. It was a governor race, but it was. I'm telling you, I got the picture. I'll send it to you, dude.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, they were definitely Dixiecrats, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's too funny.
That's so funny. I love political jokes.
I do too.
Glass.
I like to watch
you know,
both
you
sides
know
of
what?
the heads explode.
You know what else? In like 30 or 40 years, I'm gonna wear a shirt that says Bernie 2016 or something. You know, I'm in 20 years. I'm gonna wear that vote Republican because that should be hilarious.
Oh man, it's funny anytime. Like whether you wear like more liberal or more conservative stuff, it's always funny because you're always gonna have people at both camps in both rooms, and I like to watch both heads explode. I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
it's just great to me, man.
I wish I had a dated shirt. The only dated shirt I have is
I need to get some I'm with her shirts, dude.
oh my god.
I got to. The Obama change, that's out. That's out, dude.
Yeah,
I gotta.
it's
I'm with
her right now.
I wish there would have been anything cool for Gore or Romney, but man,
He's just so bland, man. He's like a sock puppet. That dude have no flair, no flamboyance, no fun. Hell, even Nader had something more fun than that.
Yeah, he had the Nader Bolt.
Didn't he have like some shirt that said "Greater with Nader" or some shit like that?
He had the Nader Bolt, dude.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No, but I remember SNL ripping on him real hard.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Always sleeping.
That was like Ross Perot. They used to bang on Ross Perot, but he actually had decent ideas. Ross Perot wasn't half bad.
Yeah, well, them the old days.
But
All right,
all right,
boys.
God.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
All right.
Feeling good?
Feeling great. It's
All
been a
right.
pleasure. I appreciate it. Hell, I'd
Thank
like to
you
come on
for
the show
being
anytime you guys need a guest, man.
Dude, we would love to have you on again. Maybe
We'll put you on our backup list.
Because I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. Sorry,
that was
that's
beautiful.
That was really good. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for after the show. We will discuss some more what's coming up next. I am TJ Wasiuk.
I'm Evan O'Neill.
bad. I'm Paul Harvey Webb.
Thanks, guys. I love you, and have a happy 4th.
God bless the USA.
Hey guys, this is TJ here. Just want to thank you for listening to this week's podcast episode. Just want to give you some reminders. We do have an Instagram account, so if you do have Instagram, please follow us on there. This episode, we're shouting out thewildoutdoorsman.com, brought to you by our good friend Anthony LaMonica. Big ups to you. Like what you're doing. Tell us about it, Evan.
That's right, man. At thewildoutdoorsman.com, you can find all sorts of goodies that you need for hunting, camping, fishing. They got a pretty good archery selection. They got some cool little custom knives and watches and stuff. And they're also having, they have sort of giveaways from time to time. So check them out, thewildoutdoorsman.com.
Also, we have some shirts. If you guys are looking for some Two Guys swag, we got our awesome shirts. They could be on a tank top. They can be on a t-shirt. They could be on a sweater. They could be on a polo. Any color you want, just let us know. Shoot Evan or I our email, or even the Two Guys, either the Instagram or the Facebook. Send us a message on there, and we will put you on the next order and hook you up. They are going for about $15 a piece right now for the shirts. Thank you for everyone that's listening right now. We appreciate you.
And this week's artist is Oslog and Wesley Parker. That is Austin and Wesley Parker. Check them out down below. We got their SoundClouds. Great. Austin and Wesley both produced a Two Guys rap. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Check it out.
Having a small talk.
Two guys having a small talk.